back to Lineberger Stadium on the campus of South Point High School. Beautiful Belmont, North Carolina, just minutes away from tonight's opening kickoff between the Wonders and the Red Raiders. Earlier, Steve Gann had a chance to talk with head coach John Devine and get the pulse of the Red Raiders.
Thanks, Randy. Coach, first of all, I got to thank you for the hospitality. The barbecue was great.
I'm glad you like it. We specialize in that.
You know, I come over here and met a lot of folks. Dave Wheeler, I got to mention him, and one of the guys said, call him Snake Wheeler. I'd never heard that before, but a lot of fine support here at Belmont.
Yeah, we got a great booster club and great community support, and we're proud of it.
Coach, you've had a great year. 10-0-1, and the one loss or the one tie was against a powerhouse Ashbrook, and I think the game was shortened.
Yeah, we had a lightning delay at the end of the third quarter, and then the storm didn't move away. So, you know, we don't like ties, but, you know, we had to be satisfied with it. We didn't want to go back on Saturday morning and, do the end of it for 12 minutes. It just wasn't worth it for us. But, they had an excellent ball club, and they're doing well in the playoffs.
Yeah, I understand that. I got to mention Soupy Campbell. I didn't realize you was assisted under Soupy Campbell. And, man, I can tell you some stuff about him. I'm sure you can, too. You know, our viewers back home know Soupy, and he's been around a long time, so he's going to be watching this.
Soupy gave me an opportunity to coach outside linebackers back when I first got into coaching. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he is. I believe he'll probably be on the radio some up there tonight. Anyway, Coach, I got to talk about your team. You know, like I said, you guys are 10-0-1. The triple option is modeled after Georgia Southern. What's the connection?
Well, not really a connection. We were an option team to begin with. Ran out of the I, pro I, and ran an option, and we felt like people were loading up on us. Putting 9, 10 guys in the box and blitzing us heavily. Now we can spread them out a little bit more and keep you honest a little bit. And since we've done that, our offense was always pretty good. But against big, strong teams, like a Concord last week, we wouldn't have been able to move the ball because of our size. This week, last week, the size and the speed, it had a contrast of styles, but our speed, overcame some of that size, and by spreading out, we can do that.
I looked at some of your numbers and looked at some of the names on your roster. Devin Lowry, the quarterback, a senior quarterback, tremendous year he's having. What an athlete he is. I understand he's a better baseball player than he is football player.
He got a 92-mile-an-hour fastball and probably get drafted this spring. He's got a lot of options, an excellent basketball player as well. So, he's been blessed with a lot of talent and great teammates. So, they let him shine a little bit.
Coach, I don't want to take anything away from you, but when you coach talent like that, it makes your job easier.
Well, it's always a pleasure to coach athletes, and we've had great athletes here, and we've just tried to match up the schemes with what they can do, and for the last couple of years it's been a perfect match.
Got to mention your field goal kicker, a young fella kicked a 47-yard field goal against Concord last week. Pretty impressive on the high school level.
Well, he had a 48-yard against Kings Mountain also. He's had 4 field goals, and he's got a good leg. He does a good job on the kickoff, putting it where we want to put it. Sometimes we kick it deep, sometimes we don't, but he'll put it where we want it.
You mentioned Kings Mountain. Got to mention Ron Massey. Last time you guys played, it was a 108-point shootout. I believe you come out on the top end of it. What do you expect tonight?
I expect a defensive ball game. They've got a great defense, and I feel like we can play a little bit of defense, and it's going to be, there'll be some points scored, but it'll be nothing like 56, 52. At least I hope not. My heart can't take that.
Other than defense, you think it'll come down to the kicking game or maybe some big plays?
Well, kicking game always plays a big part in it. Field position always dictates what you can do offensively and, what your opponent will do offensively. So the kicking game is always important, all 3 phases. And again, you got to control the line of scrimmage offensively and defensively. So we're looking for a hard-fought game tonight.
Yeah, we're looking for a great football game. John, again, the hospitality's been great. Thanks for talking to us. Let you get back to work, and good luck.
Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you. Okay, Randy, back to you.
South Point, of course, a 28-13 winner in the first round over the Concord Spiders in the game that probably a little closer than that final score indicated. As South Point able to seize control late in the ball game. Of course, the Wonders, they're coming in on a roll, having demolished Fred T. Ford last week in the opening round, 49-10. How are the Wonders feeling right now? Well, Steve had a chance to talk with head coach Ron Massey.
Thank Thanks again, Randy. Coach, here we are. We're down to it at Belmont. Familiar place for you?
Yeah, it is. Been down here a few times, and some good times and bad times, but it's a great atmosphere for high school football here.
Let's talk about a bad time. A year ago, you guys met, and I believe you come out on the short end of the stick, 56-52, if I'm not mistaken. 108 points in a football game, unheard of.
Well, that was a different team, and this is a different team here, and this is going to be between Kannapolis and South Point, and everybody wants to talk about what happened last year. I mean, that has no bearing on either one of these teams because these are both different teams with their own identities, and I think tonight I hope the fans see a great football game.
I know they will, Ron. You know, you're talking about both teams had a great year. You guys are one loss. The Belmont team had one tie. Like I say, we're down to it. What's your last-minute thoughts?
Well, we just we had a great week of practice, and I told our coaches the other night, I said, if we don't go out and beat ourselves, I said, it's going to be a great football game, and I think we're ready to play. We got defensively, obviously, we got to try to contain Devon and Reed and Tiger Williams, and offensively, we can't allow them to make big plays. They've been able to fly around defensively and make some turnovers, cause some turnovers. We just got to hold on to football, and if we do that, I feel like we'll be in a ball game at the end.
Ron, Wednesday night on the headliners, you mentioned the flu bug going through the team. How's everybody feeling?
Well, we've got a couple that did, probably not 100%, but I think when they get out here and as soon as warm-up start, they'll feel 100%, maybe a little better.
I tell you, this atmosphere is great. It's a good football night. We're looking forward to a good football game. The best of luck.
Well, I appreciate it. Playoffs are something special, and that's why you work. I mean, it's a different atmosphere, it's a different feeling, and that's the way it ought to be. So we're having fun tonight.
Thanks for talking to us. Good luck, Ron. Okay, guys, back to you.